everyone, I'm Lauren. I thought I'd do a how-to video to show you how simple and fun knitting really is. Today I'm going to do a blanket and we're going to learn a knit and a purl stitch. Once you know these stitches, you're away and you can do anything you fancy. I'm going to do this really slowly so you can see what I'm doing. The first thing to do is cast on. This is where you create all your stitches. Begin by tying a slip knot. Then put it onto the left-hand needle. Then put the right needle here and make sure it's always underneath the left-hand needle. Wrap the yarn around and pull it through the stitch. You've just created your second stitch, so now pop it onto the left-hand needle like this. Repeat this until you have the amount of stitches that you need. For our blanket, we need 13. Now we're going to do a knit stitch, which is really similar to the cast on method. So you put the needle in, wrap the yarn around, pull it through the stitch, then instead of putting it on the left hand needle, you slide it off, keeping your new stitch on the right hand needle like this. When you're doing a knit stitch, make sure your working yarn is at the back. Repeat this until all of your stitches are on the right hand needle. Swap your needles over so the needle with all your stitches on is in your left hand again. Now we're going to do the purl stitch. First, put your needles through the back of the loop underneath the left hand needle. Wrap your yarn around. Then push it through the stitch like this. When you're doing a purl stitch, make sure your working yarn is at the front here. Repeat these steps to purl your whole row. Then alternate between a knit row and a purl row until your blanket or whatever you're making is complete. To finish your blanket, you need to cast off, which will hold everything in place. I'd recommend casting off quite loosely. On a knit row, knit 2 stitches, then pull the first stitch over the second. Then knit 1 more stitch and pull the first stitch over it again. Repeat this until you have 1 stitch remaining. Then cut your yarn and pull it through the last stitch to knot it. Finally, weave the loose ends into the knit. There you have it, you're a knitting genius. From now on, the hardest part will be choosing your colour.